Okay, here we go. Sorry for late, but we still have to give this warning to you. Andy swears I might not be wearing pants, and keep your kids away. Let's do and have a little bit of some fun here. Let's do this one. Oh, try that again. Oh, back to that thing again. By the way, take this warning seriously. All right, everybody, welcome to Thursday night. Andy Gibbons Thursday. That's what I call tonight's show. I think it was kind of cute. We don't have Chris Barrett yet, but we've got Kenneth Bird in the chat. Hi to everyone here tonight. Good hearing you. Good having you here. Fish Tropic wants to know why the delay. I'm sorry about that. That was all my fault. Dropping by to give a like. CLZ and Comics. Nice to meet you, Bob. Bob is very good right there. Andy, what's going on other than you're combing your gorgeous man locks here?
I'm just chilling, hanging out after work. Got my daily ration of frosty beverage here.
I'm actually doing a little red wine. I'm all probiotic now. I have to be for my condition, and I don't mind it because I'm allowed 2 glasses of this thing. This might be a glass and a half, but it's a nice Pinot Noir. I got some Indian food tonight. I've cooked every night. I go out I go get some delivery. Again, I'm in the middle of a metropolitan area. That is pretty good. So who else? We got a Stream Element watching my back here. Backseat driver, what up? Good having you here.
Driver. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys.
Yeah.
So we had a pretty massive announcement this week, right?
Oh, yeah. So let's talk about Mainframe Comic-Con, or MFCC. Mainframe Comic-Con, MFCC. We're really excited about it. Chad, Chuck Load of Comics and his crew and the Comic Core crew have gotten together and do what we do best. Be givers and not takers, and we have organized this Comic-Con, and we've gotten a lot of leeway and a lot of help from a lot of people, as well as we've got a lot of artists I reached out to early. One of them's work is right here. This is Kyle Willis's work. We're working out here. If you don't know this, I showed this about a week after it debuted in the Venom 2 issue, the back page of Venom 2 or 1. But a week later, I ordered this from Kyle Willis right here. This is 2018. And I got it. I was freakily excited. I was going to go meet Stegman and Cates and have them sign it and then give it back to Kyle, or because it may make a deal for something else, like a commission out of it. But I fell in love with it because it keeps my kids out of the room. It works wonders. This is one that the only one I don't have hanging in my main area is hanging behind it. But and I'm gonna. He sent it to me framed, which I buy a lot. I do a lot of commissions, and I don't ask for anybody to frame it. But one of the unique things he does is he takes comics in the background that are pretty much. I think they're direct. There's one here is just. I kind of get stuck reading the panels, and he paints over it in such a way. This actually hangs on the side of one of my areas. I've showed this a few times on out there, and it's. I might not be the biggest Venom fan or no, but there's something about this character, and now that we've got a little bit of a Thor, Silver Surfer link to this, my favorite 2 characters outside of it, and now Doctor Strange probably. I mean, it kind of works really well for me. It's right there. So that's one of our artists coming. But we have a lot of good guests coming. Kevin Smith is currently kind of like one of the biggest advocates for us. Ryland Grant has been doing a great job on his side. Ryland's been on with us at Baltimore. Also, I've talked about his book Aberrant so much last year. I even have multiple Alf covers, and I have as much as I like to collect elephant covers, Alf covers not, I've got 2 that aren't an Alf title, but I have him on an Alf title doing something to a seal, which we don't really talk about much. But
oh yeah, that cover.
Yeah, I have that. It's somewhere in a box over here. I literally have all my comics over here in this warehouse area, this apartment. It's a 2-bedroom, nice apartment. It's being rented in June, but I've made it a daycare. I'm at the desk for the daycare, and I got my 2 kids' desk here and another room for people upstairs, and going to do a gym over here for people that are in this building that are quarantined. So as we all pretty much are in a situation that we are trying to make the best of. So
Right.
I know this is the golden guys, but I'm really excited about showing this. This is my Wonder Woman number 19. I was cleaning it earlier, but I'm going to put it away now. So, Andy, I'll let you take over while I grab some other artwork for it to show. Oh,
Yeah. We speak of our the current situation, everything going on right now, and it just seemed like with Thursday nights currently being open, this was a great opportunity for the Comic Core to get together and maybe throw together a weekly Thursday update of how this is coming together.
Hey, yo, what's poppin'?
Chad,
I was
glad
on the
you
phone.
popped in.
Sorry.
Glad you popped in, man. So this Mainframe Comic Con that you guys have dreamed up sounds astounding. It sounds amazing, honestly. From your home, attend a convention right here, watch it, cosplay, great guests. It's for charity. This is going to be amazing. So let's Thursday night get together and give people updates, bring awareness to this, let people know what's going on.
So, do you guys want to update now?
Hell yeah.
Sure.
So just confirmed. Let me pull it up.
I saw the emails, Chad. It's pretty ridiculous.
I know, right? This is just the tip of it. We got Frank Gogol. Frank Gogol is from Dead End Kids, No Heroine. David Booner, David Avalon, Kevin Eastman, Elvira, Betty Page. I mean, those are books. Charles Stickney, David Scheider from Baby Badass, Stephen Prince from Monster Matador, Tony Fabar, Tony Donnelly from Albert Einstein Time Mason.
Yeah, Tony Donnelly did one of my. I have original art of his. I can grab in a minute. Yeah.
Clay Adams, Steve Peros, Sean Gabaroni from Puppet Master. Just the list is going on and I can't wait to tell you guys some of the celebrities. I mean, the celebrities are absolutely insane. We've got some really big names. Kat Ren's favorite horror master. So it's gonna be it might be a guy with a knife wears a hockey mask.
Uh-oh.
I bet I think his real name's Kane. I'm serious. Is it really? It's Kane Hodder from Jason. He plays Jason.
Oh, nice.
But like that's like lower tier. I mean, we've got.
Is that no? Those are
I mean, we've got staples. Like we have a big announcement tomorrow about AEW. A lot of things just have to get confirmed, you know. Right. That's the problem. We are doing things right now that it's unprecedented, but it's all for charity. Like there's other online cons that are going to happen, but they're going to charge money. So ours is 100% free. There is a group of top tier like Rylan Grant and the guy that does Spencer and Locke. They are literally talking about coming up with a concept of a book, writing the book, drawing the book, and then selling the book live on air.
Oh,
there's like a group of them that are going to do this, and like so many are going to take so many pages, and they're literally it's going to be one book that they're going to sell live on air.
Wow.
You'd be surprised. Like name somebody, and there's a possibility that they're going to be on there. Like it's kind of freaky that people are so. I mean, honestly, I think everybody needs a break from what's going on out in the real world.
Well, I was really excited about to see in one of the announcements that I was reading today, is there is going to be a cosplay contest. This is out freaking standing. I am not the biggest cosplay fan, but can you imagine all the cosplay people that are going to be able to participate from their own home, still be able to work on their stuff, and sit in front of a camera and be a part of it?
Yeah, and if you're a big cosplayer, there's a possibility that the person that will be hosting that is somebody, I don't know, that you guys 100% know. Not from the community, not from YouTube, but like is a cosplay
Guru.
Yeah, she even has her own line of EVA foam.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember this person.
So one of the guys you mentioned was Tony Donnelly, who does
Yeah.
Albert Einstein Tam Mason. I met him in Kansas City a year ago, last week.
Yeah.
And this is one of my versions of my logo, my logo that's pretty well known, but the Vader with the Infinity Gauntlet, which is going to be so on display in my new office. I'm working on my new office right now. I'm actually supporting the neighborhood I'm in by getting them to redo my office and everything. We just dropped all our tax checks and everything else, and I don't have to pay for daycare right now because I'm the daycare person, so I'm paying myself. But that's his work alone. This is his work alone. So
here, you guys will know this we got this just came in. Michael Berryman,
mhm.
Lena Quigley, and R.A. Miloff. I gotta find out who this dude is. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I don't know who the people are.
We got a super chat. Look at that.
Oh wow.
Hey, Rod, my man Rod the Rican, one of my favorite people out there. Even though
we got Leatherface. His name is R.A. Mahaloff.
Ooh.
He was a professional wrestler, but now he was in Smothered, Pumpkinhead, Hatchet, Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Nice.
in 1990. Big dude, man. Hey, thank you again, Justin Rican is the man. Thank you, man. That is awesome.
Oh man, I got a quick story to share. So 2 days ago, Tuesday night, I scheduled my unboxing on my channel for all those CGC books that came back, and I'm like, I don't see anything. 8 o'clock sounds good. I schedule it, and then about 7:25, 7:30, it dawns on me. Rod's show is at 8. I gotta catch Rod's show.
He's saying hello to you right now.
So I'm like, so I rushed and did my CGC unboxing in like 22 minutes, and then hit end show, and then popped right over to Rod's show. I was like, oh man, I just made it.
So tomorrow we're gonna have a ton of announcements. Hopefully we have a really big guest on the Friday night show too. Just a lot of moving pieces right now, man. It's
Dude, there's got to be 50 layers and 100 cogs and so many things moving. The website, if people listening and watching haven't been to the website yet, mainframecomiccon.com.
creative ground for it here.
if you guys click on partners, it shows the entire Comic Core too on there. And right now, big shout out to this guy right here, Simple Man. Great. This man has put me in touch with some great people. We have a conference call tomorrow with Boom because of him, and Mr. Bolo too. Jack is these two guys are family right here, family to the core. I mean, all the way.
Congratulations to Brian and Jack for hitting 10,000 subs.
I know, right? How awesome is that,
dude? The final countdown. Bam! They nailed it.
They needed that Comic Core bump, right?
Yeah, we gave you a Comic Core bump.
No, but like, so there's a lot of moving pieces. Ryland Grant has been freaking amazing, and I didn't know if you guys know this, but Ryland, he won the Ringos last year for his book. He actually beat out Scott Snyder and Brian K. Vaughan.
Oh,
we interviewed him just before it. We said he was going to win because he's the only one who invented his character.
And what's a kick-ass story, him and a couple other of the guys were talking to me today, and like these young bloods that are out there that are like they're kind of on the independent scene, and they're working right now. They are crazy writing stuff, and some of the other places aren't. And he goes, dude, if somebody's ready for my books, I got 7. If I have to self-publish, I will self-publish. just because they don't know what direction the industry is going, and it's just a lot of stuff is going, and it's going absolutely crazy. And oh my god, we just got another email.
I just yeah, do you want me to highlight some of the Artist Alley people I've recruited to the group?
That'd be awesome.
This is Al Newen. This is a metal piece of his, but if you can see, let me just highlight this one here. So
I don't know. Can I ask one quick question?
Yeah, hang on. Sorry.
Does anybody know Baby Badass? Has anybody heard of that book?
Mm.
No.
David Schrader, Schrader, Schrader.
Schreider? I don't know.
He's a filmmaker, comedian, and creator of Baby Badass.
Nice.
I
was going to put on that blue Comic Core shirt tonight. I'm glad I didn't. I mean, I would. It's right over here. I just put this on for Comic Man Andy, and got it on the back too.
Dude, I just scored another sweet Punisher book yesterday.
I just picked up. I told you I got the whole 88 to 2000 completed now.
Nice.
So thank you, by the way, to Chicago Comics. They had it on their eBay channel, and yeah, there's a couple of extra ones in there I didn't have. They gave me it's 80 books I paid, and again, the condition wasn't what I was going for. I was a completist with the Punisher, and I had pretty much everything that he showed in with his own title, and that was Chicago Comics. I went on that page and just dropped it right there. So
before I head out, I guess I kind of would share a little bit of kind of what the format's going to look like, right? And so right now the hours are extending. It's going to actually be 48 hours straight.
Yeah, there's no reason to stop if everybody's at home.
Yeah, but we do have to go 4.5 hours, and then we're going to be taking a half-hour break. So most of the like celebrity guests and some of the larger panels are going to be mainly during the day, like morning half. Probably mid-afternoon, we're going to bring on the LCSs that will be doing auctions, and some of the books that they're bringing are big boy books.
Yeah, one of them is ridiculous.
I mean, there's one. Hey, JD, do you care if I'm what New Dimension? Yeah. So there's a #1 Green Lantern coming.
Alan
Scott Green Lantern #1.
Excuse me?
Yeah. So you can bid on it, but I know I'm not going to be bidding on it. I can tell you that much.
Will they accept schmeckles? I have lots of schmeckles.
They just want toilet paper. So this is a commodity. Yeah. So they're going to be doing that. and then come afternoon, late afternoon, we're going to have Artist Alley, which will be going all night long. Yeah. And that's going to actually be on multiple channels. There's going to be like a group of 6 on one channel, maybe a group of 5 on another channel, and they're going to be drawing and taking commissions and whatnot, and that'll lead right into the next morning. And so it is it's insane. Like, I mean, Saturday Kevin Smith is taking over the Comic Core channel.
Yeah,
nice.
He will be running the show all day Sunday.
So that brings up a really good question that a few people have asked me is where can they go to view this? Is it going to be on YouTube? Is it going to be on?
It's going to be right here.
It's going to be right here.
Comic Core channel.
Yeah.
So we're here.
It's going to be on the website as well, and then it's going to be our embedded video from our channel.
Yeah.
So we'll be live. We'll be live on Twitch, Facebook, and as things progress, like right now, I can say this with certainty: we're 98% confirmed with Sammy Guevara from AEW, Darby Allin, Cody Rhodes, Dustin Rhodes, and Kenny Omega.
Nice.
But like they are actually planning on doing a whole entire skit on both AEW and Comic Core. So
Okay. So, I mean, for everybody wanting to be a part of this and watch this, they should go to the website, what I'm hearing, mainframecomiccon.com.
no, just be either there or just
Or
unless
here, yeah.
Here.
I would imagine the website would have embedded videos and links to all the
yeah.
the
So
channel.
on the website itself, they're currently putting together a artist alley where you guys will be able to go on and go to the artist's online stores.
Oh, dope.
Yeah,
a little bit. I just got.
I mean, we are hoping for anybody to like right now. We are talking to some huge names. Certain people that are like considered recluses, not recluses or recluses, introverts. Yeah, that don't come out much. Maybe coming out to sell original paintings and
Well, I mean, hey, J Hood Creative, 36 Chambers. If you guys are listening, hit up Chad and be a part of that Artist Alley.
I actually talked to Jay Hood the other night. He's probably gonna. He's looking at some options and he's gonna give me a holler.
I'm going to be working on a giveaway as well. One of the things is a lot of the artists that are affected by this COVID lack of con business are the freelance ones, and I've contacted a bunch of them, and some of them I wish I have some of the artwork from some of them at my framer down that way, really right down the road. She's framing them now because I showed it last time, the Baby Yoda I showed on there with the Star Wars and the Luke Skywalker and the TIE Fighters. They do more than Star Wars, but they definitely are Lucasfilm. They did the Celebration in 2007 poster. They did a lot with the last Celebration in 2019. It would look like a deck of cards with Han as the Joker and Leia on the bottom, and you flipped it, and it was the young ones and then the old ones. Really well done. And we'll talk about them when I get that stuff back. But one of the artists I want to mention first is this is the print of my actual painting. He actually sent me the print of it, and he sells the print at his when he goes to cons. Obviously, it's my logo, but if you go to Mike Werner's name, he'll be there discussing with him and getting up there. But this is a print of his. He does this as palette paintings, so he is very good, very fast, and absolutely stunning. And that painting is as well at my framer. But here is again Al Newman. He takes famous pictures.
Oh, nice.
Moments in history and puts here. You got all the Avengers with Loki and everybody right there, right down the line from Marahil. You got Black Widow, Hawkeye. You got a declothed Banner. You got a Steve Rogers. You got Fury, Loki, Thor, Coulson, and who's at the end there? Coulson, and I'm not sure they're fighting over the Tesseract in the corner. If you see that, it's pretty fun. Al also did this for me. This is a commission I had done for him, which you know.
Oh,
I had an idea. There was an idea where he was doing other ones. I'm going to show another one of his in a minute here, and he did this for me. He is absolutely one of my favorite. I've gotten I think 2 or 3 commissions from him, but I have a lot of his prints, and I want to show some of those. One print there. This is another one he did, which is again, I'm a big Star Wars guy. He doesn't just do Star Wars by any means, but here is another one. Vader crossing the Delaware. Yeah. It's really badass what he does, and he signs everyone, and he'll be joining us, and he'll be doing something live, and he's real excited about it, and he's really just one of those guys that I got a chance to meet that I'm honored to. Like I said earlier, Kyle Willis, who did this right here, Null itself, I got this before, like a week after it showed up in the comics. That's how quick he did it. All his canvas is overlaid with other comics.
That is dope.
And this is a hand-painted item here, and he did this, and this was an auction, and I was a bidder, and I contacted him. Jason Meeks will be joining us. I'm going to show a few of his work right now.
Hey, I gotta walk the dog, and
okay.
I'm honestly, dude, I am exhausted. Today was insane, but oh, that's awesome. He's got the Minions.
This is Jason Meeks. He'll be joining us. He does this is a Minions version. One of the other things is I actually have my Boba Fett one signed by both Jeremy Bulloch and Daniel Logan. so it's not. I didn't want to bring it down, but I have a few other ones. He does what's called the Tykes.
Hey, Christian, what's going on, man? Thanks for popping in. We also got Boss Logic, who is going to be doing some artwork, and I'm trying to remember all the names. Like on our partners page, we're putting in the links right now. We've got Alec.
Oh,
Great
my
Legend.
favorite picture of Alec on that page.
Yeah, the hot dogs, comics with Bueller, Cat Run figures. Carson looks like he's should be on a milk but you know what I mean? Like
Missing.
we got Discovery Bay, JD, and John. Everybody that's going to be a part, and more. It's a move. There's a lot of moving pieces. It's been a lot of work.
Yeah. Chad told me I had to go to bed at least 4 times.
Yeah, like with Ming Chang, you know, right?
Yeah.
Not Ming Chang. What's the guy's name? Grayson. Tim Seeley.
Oh, Tim Seeley, yeah.
And they also got Lloyd Kaufman today. I don't know if you guys know him from Toxic Avenger.
Here's an Age of Ultron by Jason Meeks. I was going to show. Like I said, he's kind of like another artist, but if you look, he's Little Tykes. This is all of them playing. The Avengers Tower is a treehouse, and you got Tony with Ultron. There's Vision over there in the corner. Old school.
Wait, doesn't he do that Groot and Rocket covers too?
Yeah, he does a lot. He's a really good guy about as far as like I asked him to help me with because my wife wants me to hang these all up in the kids' play area now, especially this one. This is my favorite. It's Stan Lee, and I gotta show this one so everybody can see. This I think was 2017. I think I got this one from him. This is right around Age of Ultron. This is the Civil War version of it, and you've got
even got Spidey on top of the car. That's pretty funny.
Doing the pose with Black Panther there, Scarlet Witch, Winter Soldier, and look who's driving the car.
Oh, that's pretty
nice.
neat. But guys, you guys are in good hands tonight. Thank you, Andy, for doing this.
Chad, we've got 3 more Thursdays that we can get together. So
wait. So it's getting so big that we may only have 2 more Thursdays.
Yeah,
we probably are going to be we're probably going to be starting Thursday night.
I'm trying to get this artist right now on the phone. Who does? I have a bunch of work by her, including I actually have the original Winter Soldier drawing.
So all I'm saying is, we've got a couple more Thursdays. Let's do what we can to bring announcements. And I'm kind of super excited about this actually, because this is a dope idea. This is a super dope idea.
I'll tell you this much: it's the only con that you don't get con crud.
So people are asking me some questions. Actually, what is it going to cost to do this?
It's nothing. It's 100% free. It is
100% goes to the artist. 100% will go to the LCSs. 100% will go to charity.
And just like we've always said, all of our
we're givers.
All of our super chats go 100% to Heroes Initiative and
Hero Initiative. Right.
I've got. Oh man, I wish there's so many people that I would like to talk to you guys about. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
next Thursday,
another email.
Like, I'll give one out there. Howard. Okay, so Howard Chaykin. You purchased this item, and it's a private 30-minute Q&A. And he will draw you anything you want.
Which I'm going to do. I'm going to say right now, I've been waiting for this. I've met him a bunch of times, but I've never had the balls enough to ask him for anything because he is I'm a fanboy around him. Even though
there's another one named Chris Ryle, Ryall.
Mm-hmm.
He's the publisher at IDW.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, dude.
My daughter's my daughter's getting. We're working out with Drew to get 1,000 My Little Pony comics for her.
Oh boy,
it's there's so much stuff, dude, and I wish I could talk to you guys about it more. But
maybe we'll be more for next Thursday, right?
Yeah, everything will be finalized. I think next Thursday we will actually be announcing the schedule. And it's just gonna be
Dope. It's gonna be
yeah.
dope.
It's gonna be crazy and amazing. So
Yep, we've got a lot of work to do.
short of
But,
month.
I'm real excited about it. And Chad,
Next week, Good Morning America.
yeah,
What?
Yeah,
Exclusive
next
details.
week
Good Morning America.
we'll find out what day, but there's a possibility that we're going to be on Good Morning America. I know that there's going to be a promo video being made by Mr. Kevin Smith.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and who better to turn it over to than, dude? Why didn't you answer the phone when I called you earlier? I wanted to tell you about the
Dude, I was just eating pot roast. Was it like a
Oh,
couple
we're not
minutes
gonna
ago, like a half hour ago before the stream?
I called you to tell you about AEW, but you like didn't answer.
Oh, I was probably asleep too, man. Like I'm up all night, and then I go to bed after my show.
So, well, anyway, back to it. This is all for LCSs. This is all for Heroes Initiative.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be absolutely a blast. Drew did a phenomenal job today. His show today and yesterday and this week has kicked freaking ass.
Yeah, that's been a dope show, dude.
Dude, I mean, honest to God, man, that is some crazy shit. And look, it's getting you up early and then you take a nap. Oh, after
Look at you getting up
Dude,
during daylight hours.
You guys know what time I woke up today?
what time?
8 a.m.
9 p.m. yesterday.
Wow.
Drew takes his shit serious, man.
Not really. I have no concept of time, man. There's no windows where I'm staying right now, and I've got no work to do, and I got nowhere to go.
So
It's like, I mean, it's all right. My buddy Jonah's here with me. That's really all I need.
I'm gonna share my screen real quick and bring up the con again. If that's okay.
Yeah, show that website.
I gotta get my other monitor on. Whew. All right, guys. This is for. Here we go. Mainframe. Drew, that commercial was pretty dope, bro.
You want to watch it again?
In a second, let me pull this up.
Oh, you do what you got to do,
We gotta get
man.
this guy to do another artist thing. This guy's gonna be there, so that'll be fun.
So here's the mainframe. Our team, our partners. Just if this thing would load. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Sorry, guys.
There's
It's
only
okay.
like
It's okay.
40 million more people online right now than normal. So
Yeah, Chuck Little Comics and Comic Corps presents Alec, Great Legend, Drew Manchu, Carson, Cat Wren, Comics with Bueller, John, JD, and Discovery Bay.
why
Also,
does Carson look like Jeffrey Dahmer?
yeah, I know, right? We also have Simple Man and Bolo coming on real quick. I just got the logos. I'm uploading those too. Yeah, so this is going to be pretty dope. I gotta share. I want to share a story with Brian sometime about some things. Our guest, as of right now, whose screen is this?
That's mine.
This is oh, okay. Well, with that, I'm gonna bounce.
Oh, we
out
can
of
only
that.
share one screen at a time?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
That's-
weird. I thought I could have loaded it up backstage.
yeah. Well, it's not a big deal.
Well, I was just gonna
Chad.
play. I was gonna play this for the people before you get out of here, Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're sharing audio. Let's go. In a world where every fan convention is being canceled or postponed, and social distance must be maintained, one convention refused to back down. One convention evolved to become something more. Mainframe Comic-Con. April 25th and 26th, an absolutely free 2-day online interactive con experience that you can enjoy right from the comfort and safety of your own home. Celebrity guest interviews, comic industry professionals, cosplay contests, and so much more. Check out the website at mainframecomiccon.com and be sure to follow us on Instagram at Mainframe Comic Con for our ever-growing list of guests and emerging schedule of events. That's April 25th and 26th, Saturday and Sunday, 2 days, absolutely free. Mainframe Comic Con. We're bringing the convention to you.
Holy hot fire right there.
Right. Drew, baby.
Look, I put that together this morning, and I was proud of it. And we shared it a couple times on the morning show. I'm going to keep sharing that out, get it out there, and make sure as many people get eyes on that as possible, because it's true. We can't get in sweaty, huddled masses anymore, at least not for the time being.
So we are sending like special cologne out to anybody. It's called Con Crud.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
it makes you smell like weed and BO.
Drew and
Hand sanitizer.
Drew and Mark are actually formulating it right now.
It's true.
And
Mark has like a little meth lab in his
In his box. We're distilling the worst smelling substance of all time in Mark's box.
So
You guys
All right.
wonder why he's been eating all that stuff. This is why.
he's just smelling this awful smell. So guys, check it out. We actually have a big guest tomorrow night, and I'll let you guys go. I'll talk to you soon.
talk to you later.
Dude,
Chad.
Chad, get some rest, man. Thanks for
I'll
stopping
try
in.
to.
All right. So Simple Man, I was in, actually Drew just let me know that you might know this place. Is this by him?
That's down closer, definitely to where he is. It's definitely far away from me.
Well, this little honey hole sent me something today. Well,
Brian, you're closer to Mechanicsville, aren't you? He's still in the chat, I think.
yeah, with the delay. He sent me something today I want to show. A little cleaning and everything else gets you a Wonder Woman 19.
Dang.
And I've been, it's weird because I don't know, I got a great deal and I feel bad because the cover is slightly detached, but everything else is beautiful on this book. And the pages look white, and I just put it in a little bit of a Mylar right now just to shine it up for everybody. But I've been cleaning it for a while. But I want to get back to Drew's daytime show. That is absolutely something everybody should be tuning into. I enjoy watching it so much so that my wife and I kind of got into a little tip because I'm supposed to be watching the kids, but I'm watching Drew at this.
Oh, the kids can watch me too, JD.
They do. They do watch it. They have no choice because I'm putting them to the, all right, it's nap time. Come on, let's go. But they're in this room here with me alone from 7:30 in the morning to 11:30, just going through school with me, and they don't like it because they're 2 and 4, and I'm making them do. She's going to split the atom soon, and I think he's reorganizing some Amadeus workout now. But that's why I have no choice but to be a preschool teacher now. So that's what you do. About 30 minutes from Mechanicsville. Yeah, if you ever go, check out this guy here. His name is Gary Cave Jr. Antiques and Collectibles. It's similar to the shops I have here in town, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you find a Golden Age Wonder Woman with an elephant cover on it. There are 3, and I've got 2 out of the 3. 1 to go, number 9. So it's a lot of fun. But again, Drew, I don't know if you got a chance to see. Jason Means will be joining us in the Artist Alley, and I just want to show a few things that
I was watching you show that when I got in here.
Yeah, this is. I have a bunch more. I love the Minion one, and we hang them up. We're going to put these up in the kids' room, in their playroom. My wife's redoing that. We're redoing the whole place right now. Actually, doing construction at the same time. And this guy will be there, Al Nguyen. Or
That's pretty dope.
You can check out his site. It's newwen.com. This is most of these people I've gotten commissions from, or bought artist proofs of, or something.
Oh, that's cool.
This is my favorite. It's my wife's favorite too. I'll show this again. Al Nguyen did this for me. I called him up and said, I noticed you do a lot of historical pieces. And if you want to go to his site is newwen.com. KNEW and then Wen. WHEN, and that's actually the pronunciation of his last name. His name is Al Nguyen, and Nguyen. So he goes Nguyen art. I'll just show that up later on. But I asked him to take the Sistine Chapel and put my 2 favorite villains and just have fun with it. It's the same thing I ask everybody to do it. And it's ironic that Rylan Grant is bringing this guy, who I've had do it too, And another guy who's done another one of my logos, well, not my logo, what I call my thing, is it all started with George Perez. I said it, Drew. It all started with George Perez way back 2009.
Who?
Yeah. What did you call him? Poor man's Ron Lim or Al Milgren?
Poor man's Ron Lim.
Poor man's Ron Lim. It's one of my favorite lines ever. But George Perez, created this for me one time, and my picture with him wearing the shirt later on, and the original drawing of it is way back from everything else, because it was the first commission sketch I ever got. I chose George Perez over, and I'm going to say it, over John Buscema. And the only reason why is because Buscema's line was long, but I did get two signed, a Silver Surfer and an Avengers print signed. Actually, I got them here, I think. Yeah, I do. Two signed prints of Buscema at the same con. So
Dang.
the way it is a long time ago, because John's been passed since 2001 January, or 2002 January. He died in the winter because the funeral was really cold. But it was so it's one of those things that we got together, a bunch of us, and I said we have an idea, and I went out and tried to grab a bunch of artists that I've already contacted with to do Artist Alley, and we didn't really have anybody at the time, so I was like, let's just build a con. And it just started to sing, and then Chuck Loda Comics came on, and then Chad came on, and then Chad was like, just keep going. And I got some LCSs, and I got some creators, and then I started getting these artists and everything. And I'd love to get Assad in here, but he's in Croatia, and I haven't heard from him in a few weeks. Assad Ribic, I have a commission out with him now. My wife bought me that for Christmas, a Assad Ribic commission of the logo of whatever Vader. It's pretty much, I tell everybody the same thing: have Vader with the Infinity Gauntlet or Thanos with the saber, and just have fun with it. And when I move back to my normal office, which is totally rearranged, you'll see pretty cool stuff. I got a new chair. Looks really Emperor-esque.
I need a new chair, man. I've been sitting in this thing
Yeah.
too many hours, too many days in a row, and I tell you what, it is not very ergonomic. I need one of them PewDiePie gaming chairs.
So, Drew, I have George Perez was immaculate when it came to detail and expression. Now, Buscema was a workhorse, correct? Crack out work, old Xerox machine. Let me put this up here. And
Ron Lim, Gore. Ron Lim, Gore. We're gonna take that off. We're gonna take that off.
Ron Lim. Ron Lim did my Silver Surfers.
Artist of an era.
Ron Mars wrote a lot of my Silver Surfers after Starlin. After the Infinity Gauntlet run, Silver Surfers had a great storyline, and if you play the Nintendo game, which I do now, it's so sick. I got the Nintendo working again, got it cleaned. Be surprised, the best thing to clean the inside and everything is rubbing alcohol or hand sanitizer. Worked right over and cleaning.
Good luck finding it.
Yeah, so we went to. Well, actually, here's define irony.
Gore, that's a quality statement. I'm not going to cover Andy up anymore. He's so majestic. Look at him.
I had a dozen bottles of hand sanitizer from a con that was supposed to happen, and I'm supposed to bring this hand sanitizer for everybody, but the con got canceled. So I bought the hand sanitizer, so I just kept it. So we all are using these different kinds of hand sanitizer. Actually, I've been giving away to a lot of the homeless guys outside with shoes, food, water, beverages, books. Got a lot of Lululemon fans out here.
This might be a controversial opinion, but shouldn't we have the homeless get as dirty and sick as possible?
No,
within the population.
I call them.
Like if we're looking at gold, if we're looking at silver linings here,
like, herd immunity.
They are my boots on the ground.
Herd immunity. I like that, Andy. They're gonna become the whisperers.
They're gonna inherit the cities when we're all gone.
So I'm going to show you some of Assad's stuff that if I can get him on. This is Assad's stuff that you usually don't see.
Damn.
This is commission work he does that he makes prints in later on. And I try to get as many of these as possible. This is one of my favorite. This one here. This is just ridiculous. Just imagine World War
being wrong down there. Ron Lim has been the most consistent variant cover artist for the last decade.
Absolutely.
His work on Infinity Gauntlet is better than Perez's pages. Yeah, Ron Lim is a god.
Ron Lim's style has been to take the characters and formed by others, and his spin on it is not like a totally different spin. It's an enhancement of the character.
I absolutely agree.
And if you ever look at Ron Lim's in the entire most recent Infinity Saga, or the Gamora slicing Thanos' head off, everything had a Ron Lim variant, and every Ron Lim variant is what I actually bought 2 of, one to read. I didn't buy the regular, and he's
Everything Cosmic. Everything Cosmic has had a Ron Lim variant.
Right.
So I've absolutely loved them. Here's what I'll say about Ron Lim. His art style looks like George Perez's. Like sometimes, the only way you can tell the difference between a Ron Lim piece and a George Perez piece is a Ron Lim piece looks like it took longer because it's a better piece, and that's just the way it goes.
I think some of George's best work, in my opinion, was the Infinity Gauntlet run, the covers. But remember, the one thing about George did was George had original ideas that pretty much, outside of maybe Jerry Ordway in the DC world, that he kind of changed the way a lot of DC characters looked after Infinity Crisis. They started dressing a certain way and looking a certain way. And I give George Perez being an innovator that way. I give Ron Lim the credit of being the guy who took anything anybody did and said, let me enhance this thing. And he would take a grilled cheese and make it into a masterpiece meal. Something that even that angry guy in Hell's Kitchen would like.
You guys are gonna make me hungry.
George Perez's character design, look, I'm not gonna disparage the guy. He's a great artist. He's a treasure to the community. I don't know who he is because he doesn't have a cap a line. But George Perez's character designs, though, are very much stuck in time. You look at George Perez character design, and it's not timeless. It's very much of the late 70s, early 80s. Like
that's my era. So.
Yeah, but at the same time, if the Teen Titans from that era showed up today, people would be like, Cyborg, what is he? Some sort of like gay dominatrix? Like,
wait. Let's remember he invented Starfire.
That's fine. She's got that big ass hair.
That's an original comic. That's phenomenal.
But here's the thing: is I don't enjoy the Starfire design of George Perez. I like the Starfire design, like New 52 Starfire.
Okay,
I like the Teen Titans cartoon Starfire. Where there's some sass, there's some sex appeal to it, but it's not just big boobies and very very little clothing.
But if you talk about a team of a duo, Wolfman Perez, if you're going to put somebody with Lim, I'm going to have to say it can only be Ron Mars. I mean, those two guys probably work together.
Their Silver Surfer run was definitely some of my favorite stuff.
It is. I mean, 75 on up, which is not really common. Even the late ones are really hard to find. I have all I think I'm short like 3, but I'm a huge fan of that run, especially the introduction of the characters that were originally in the 18 run issue of Buscema's Buscema and Stans that didn't really appear until way later on in the Silver Surfer run after there. And then that run ended, and then we ended up with a few other runs after that. But one of the things about doing this con is the discussion that Drew and I have had this discussion in line to get books signed by George Perez. We had that discussion at C2E2. And I told him why I was getting these books signed. I got his first work, which is another rabbit hole I do, is getting every artist I like's first work signed by that artist. It's getting harder and harder to do because I've missed out on so many. And recently, Alan Bellman was just the kicker to me because I turned down Denver and saying he'll be here this year. And losing Alan Bellman was probably the hardest thing. On the Golden Guys, we talked about it for about an hour before we even got on the show. It's like we all talk about him like the unknown hero of the Golden Age in Marvel was the guy who didn't go off to war, the guy who couldn't. He was too young. He was 16. And they gave him Captain America to do, and they gave him Marvel mystery comics to do. It was great. I mean, just a different. While Stan and Joe and Jack were gone, Alan.
Friend of the show too. Alan Bellman had great things to say about Golden Guys.
Yeah, And actually, one of the good things, his daughter is a huge, just sent me a heartwarming email about the minute and a half promo we did just to thank him after he passed the next day. And I was like, that's my dad. And the tears, you can hear it in her voice saying, thank you so much for doing that. And we didn't think we're just a bunch of fanboys. That's the way I put it. I'm a fanboy of artists and creators. I'm great. We're getting celebrities and everything else. I'm really happy to have them on. And they bring a great draw. I'm more excited about working with Chaykin we're just talking to Chaykin again. Again, my first comic book ever was a piece that Chaykin doesn't like, but my favorite comic he ever did is one that he likes as well. His later stuff is absolutely, American Flag is just underrated quality. And anything he did in Atlas was just the best. I'm an Atlas fan.
Yeah. Gore Vidal doesn't want to let this.
I love Gore Vidal is one of those people that
he says Perez brought a Greek sensibility to the Titans. He admired the physical form of men and women. It's no wonder it has resonated for almost 40 years. I would argue that the Teen Titans didn't resonate until they changed their character designs. And that's when they started to resonate. And those character designs are timeless. And they came out in the early 90s. So when you think about it that way, George Perez was probably the only thing holding the Titans back. And that's all I'll say about that.
I'll say that Marv Wolfman's writing was absolutely stellar on all the runs. I'm like Marv Wolfman. There are a few writers in that era, Jerry Conway, Marv Wolfman, just iconic writers of that era. But Marv and George had synchronicity between each one of them. I mean, that's the one thing that I wish more artists like Jason Aaron did with Russell Dauterman and with Esad Ribic and Donny Cates is doing with Stegman. You team up and you stick together, and there's magic to be made when you work together for a long time. And I think there's some, I love Mark Waid and Barry Kitson. I mean, it's a great combination, Doctor Strange wouldn't be as great now if it wasn't for Mark Waid. Now, Kitson isn't doing this latest Surge and Supreme, but the Galactus being one of my favorite villains, or most of my villains are Loki. My villains are Loki, Thanos, and Galactus, right? So I'm a big cosmic fan, so I'm a big Starlin guy. Obviously, I'm crazy and into Jim Starlin. But when you go with like what has happened in comics is Doctor Strange. My favorite three heroes have been Doctor Strange, Thor, and Silver Surfer. It went from Silver Surfer being the Herald of Galactus forever, and then you ended up getting Heralds of Thanos after the skull and everything else during Cates' run, which is great. But then you had Doctor Strange being the Herald Supreme, which is the most underrated books from last year. I mean, quality, if you didn't even have to be a fan of Doctor Strange, but imagine Doctor Strange being a Herald of Galactus, to now Thor in the Cates run is now a Herald of Galactus, only to know what do we have next. You never know. Do we have a Spidey possible Herald of Galactus? But I think there's something to be said about these guys working together and creating, and my passion for the comics has grown again, at least those comics. I really only buy those three: Mark Waid's Doctor Strange, any Thor, any Silver Surfer, and that's it. Oh, I buy any Doctor Strange, to be honest with you. I buy every one of those. American Flag I read in middle school as the book was, I feel old. Wow. I wasn't in middle school. I think I was in college.
JD, you feel old because you are old. Hey, guys, thank you for having me. I'm going to pop out here. Andy, thank you for doing this stream. Let's go ahead and blow this thing up, man. Yeah. MFCC, motherfucking Comic-Con coming at you. I'm sorry, Mainframe Comic-Con. So, guys, hit that website up. Make sure you go and follow them on the Instagram at Mainframe Comic-Con, one word.
This artist will be there as well.
Oh, that's absolutely beautiful.
This came out. I got this a week after it appeared in the comics.
I remember when you got that, man.
Kyle Willis sent it to me, and I'm like, this guy's name is Null. And I don't know if he had the name yet. It was just this was the last page. And he took that, and I still want to get Cates to sign it as the writer and the creator, and Stegman to be the one over here. But Kyle Weeks is right here. He'll be joining us on the Artist Alley portion of the Comic-Con as well. as everybody who saw earlier. And I've got a commission with a new art, not a new artist, but she's young and she's amazing. And I'm so excited about getting this commission. I'll be sharing it. It's Gabrielle Hauser. It's Gabby Hauser. I think that's the right pronunciation of her name. If it's not, I apologize. I'm going to check her out on Instagram. If you're out there, I'm going to show it up right now. I got a lot of tweets and stuff from people, so I must have said something funny. Where is it here? My Instagram.
But yeah, Drew, thanks for stopping in, man. We've got a couple of Thursdays we can put this together and do some announcements. Gives Chad and you guys an opportunity to say what's changed, what's happening, what's confirmed. Like, I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be super cool.
I'm gonna dull my screen a little bit so you can see I'm dulling. I'm dulling.
Guys, I will see you all tomorrow night on the Comic Core for Roundtable, and also tomorrow for the Daily Show during the what I'm dubbing the Long Box lunch break. Go and see JB, find out what's on today with Discovery Bay, and right after at 1:15 p.m. Eastern, catch Comic Core Daily, and you see me. And if I can get a guest tomorrow, there'll be a guest too. So, hey, man, I'll see y'all tomorrow. JD, I'll hit you up later and let you know what's going on with those ponies. You got to dig those things out, man.
Also, I got to get you with the new bearded geekster, Gerald.
Gerald's in the chat. I'm going to hit him up and talk to him when I finally get some time to do some other planning this weekend. So
very good.
Yeah, we're going to get Friday's daily show out of the way. I have no idea why I agreed to do a daily show. I was on a call with Legend the other night, and I was like, I need to come up with a topic. He's like, I got a topic for Friday. I said, bitch, I don't need a topic for Friday. I need a topic for every day.
Yeah, that's what we do. Content coming your way.
All right, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you, man. Have a good night.
I want to shout out this artist right here. Her Instagram is California Blend, and she's young and she's amazing. I just got I just did a commission from her, and I just want to show you some of her work. And it's different in its own right, is that she crosses so many different lines. She's young. It's got it all. She's just knows what she's doing. She knows how to I mean, there's a talent when you recognize talent and chops. And this sold me on Silver Surfer. And then I went with everything from my daughter going crazy for this one. It's the Princess Frog. And I'm like, okay, so my daughter's going to have to be nice with this one. But then, of course, when you do a Beta Ray Bill, almost with the Simon Sax, but she's got such a different style. And she's great. And Mike Werner, who's going to be here on the Artist Alley portion of the show of the con. We've got a lot of these amateurs that we're going to help out, and 100% goes to them as well as goes to the Heroes Initiative. And this is what we're having fun. And then you have, I want to shout out a few people in the chat. TJ with Slapdragon Watts is here. One of my favorite people of all time. I want to say a special thank you to him for wishing me well on my condition, which is good. I'm clear. I have another doctor appointment, I think, next week, cardiologist, and I should be just fine. So
awesome.
We'll be closing out probably in about a minute and a half. You want to do anything? That's Comic Head Silver Surfer. That is.
Thanks for the push to get up as soon as I got home to do something this Thursday. We've talked about putting together a Thursday show for some time. This next few weeks, this seems like a great opportunity to talk about Mainframe Comic-Con and showcase the groups, the people that are doing the hard work. Chad, the Comic Core, Brian Jackson, Women's Comics, Chuck Loda Comics, Kevin Smith, and everybody getting together and spending their time to help out to do this, because it's going to be a rocking couple of days. It really is.
Great. Well, we're going to thank everybody for here. Once again, thank you all for coming in here. We had a nice little chat with everybody. The Chumpcast, Mainframe Comic-Con is about to be sick. Very good. Nice, Scorpidol. Thank you very much for everything you commented on. That was really, really intelligent. Absolutely great stuff. I absolutely enjoy having you guys in the chat, and working with Andy is great. Hope you guys are doing well and enjoying your time with your family and your friends. It was a wonderful night, and the best of luck with your family and friends too. Thank you very much, Kenneth Ford. I can't think of a better way to end it.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to head out right now and just thank again for everybody here. Don't forget to go to mainframecomicon.com or MFCC. You can figure that out. So let's just close it out in a nice style, shall we? Have a good one. Piggy's out. There it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna